So this might not be the last time Trump gets attacked. Now, guys, I have this bad feeling that the next thing or assassination attempt that's tried on Donald Trump is going to be something of a grand scale. I think. I am hoping I'm wrong. It's just a bad feeling because, again, when looking back at it, what was it, 3-4 months ago, when I was stating that I think him being assassinated is on the table because the left is desperate and all of this bullshit that they're doing in the courtrooms, dragging him through the mud, having people pop up and be like, he touched my titties, like shit like that. I'm like, they're getting desperate. So when desperate people are backed into a corner, what do? Desperate shit. But I think the next time this happens, it could be on a grand scale. Not that it will be, but it could be on a grand scale. Something way larger, way more scarier, and that's going to shock and awe the world. I even think, guys, it's going to shock and awe people who hate Trump. It's going to be that scary. At least I think. It's just a bad feeling I have. And hopefully this feeling washes over. But this bad feeling came about after I realized, like, not all the information, but a lot of the information that came in about this thing Saturday. I just had this sinking feeling. And I'm like, it's not over. But I don't think it's going to be, the next one's not going to be just him. I think it's going to be a device that they're going to set off, and it's going to take out a whole lot more than just him. He is going to be the main target, but so will hundreds of others. I just have this bad feeling. And with that bad feeling, watching also people who are upset, distraught at the fact that the bullet missed him, at the fact that he's still alive. People are crying on the internet because he's still alive. Screaming at their cameras, you missed, what a jerk. Blaming the dead assassin, by the way. And they're acting like far beyond retarded kids. I don't even know what's beyond retarded children, but these people, the left, are acting as such. Now, a lot of people keep telling me, well, the shooter was a Republican. That's a ploy. That doesn't mean anything. That means absolutely nothing. I am a registered Democrat. Still, I side with conservatives and Republicans. And that, not that I see eye to eye in everything, I favor that a little more. So him being a registered Republican means dick. So people need to stop that shit right now. The things that are being said by the left, though, is the exact kind of shit that this kid did. And the crazy thing about this kid is he left no digital trail. He left no paper trail. He didn't have some schematic on his wall of the area where Trump was going to speak, and he was like, well, I'm going to be here in the Secret Service. None of that shit. He just got up on a rooftop with a rifle and said, fuck it. Now, he's been planning this for a while. I think he even registered as a Democrat to throw people off, because I think this kid is that smart. Because, again, no digital footprint, no kind of evidence of any kind anywhere in his home. They didn't find shit in his home. I'm pretty sure they're looking at his computer and they might not find anything on his computer. Nonetheless, guys, the bad feeling is this grand scale attack that is going to shock and awe the world. Everybody's going to be scared. I mean, everybody. If it happens, I think it's going to change the world forever, and it's going to make us or put us in an even worse boat. Because if that happens, talk about martial law for the entirety of your life, that's going to lead to another fight, possibly civil war, revolution or something. Because if that happens, the lockdown that's going to happen on America is going to be disastrous. Disastrous. I mean, people don't understand the steps of things. Like when people call for civil war, I'm not calling for civil war, but I know it needs to happen, right? A revolution needs to happen. Something needs to happen to let the government know we're not fucking around, and let the left know we're not fucking around. But I also understand the consequences and how bad that can be and what the consequences are. But something that takes out the President of the United States along with a few hundred others, that's bad. That's very, very bad. That even Putin and look at that and go, what the fuck? It would even scare them. That's how bad I think this is going. It could be. But again, I hope I'm wrong, but it's a sinking feeling that I had like right before 9/11. And so I just hope it's just that. I hope it's me being paranoid and having that part of the paranoia sort of take hold. But if it's not, guys, make sure you keep your head on the swivel. If you're going to go to a presidential rally, just keep that in the back of your head. If you go to a presidential rally, you got to keep your head on the swivel because the Secret Service let it happen. And I am undoubtedly confident in saying they let this happen. There was an agent, there's a video going around of an agent moving people out of the way who was standing right behind Trump. Like actually right to his right. And then the agent came up and the agent was already partially ducking. He was already doing this when he was talking to the people. Now maybe he could have been ducking to get out of the way of everybody else who was watching Trump, but he told a couple people to move, and then 20 seconds later, 15, maybe 10 seconds later, shots went off. You had snipers looking at the shooter, and they saw him. Everybody saw him, and they still allowed him to do what he did. And of course, the FBI's or the Secret Service chick that's in charge of that bag of shit, she's definitely behind this. And they dropped the ball. So I think, guys, that the grand thing that happened is going to be bad. It is going to be nothing short of a fucking nightmare. And if they put us on lockdown or there's an entire martial law because that network of people involved in that event is going to span farther than you believe. And again, just a bad feeling. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.